to use a timers in a schematic manager. So some timer circuit, let's see, this is the schematic manager. We can go it here and I can go it here. That is the timers. These are the timers: pulse timer, PAX timer, ODT, ODTS and off delay timer. Let's see the behavior of everyone. This is the S pulse. So this is a pulse timer. I can put an input here, and this is a TV, that is the reset. So I can put an input again here. So this is the timer address. Let's say I am using a T0. So here I am using an input to Q1 I 1.0, and here I am using an I input I 1.1, which will reset the timer. And here is my output, that will be a Q0. Let's say Q2.0. So this is my timer. So this is the TV timer value. This is basically an syntax. I can write as 5t hash. Now I am using an in seconds as 5t hash 8 second. So 8s means 8 second. So this is a pulse timer, S pulse. So this is basically how it is working. Let's see, I am now downloading this program and I am checking the behavior of this timer. So here I am monitoring. So it is a pulse timer. So when input will be high, output will be high, and after 8 second output will be off. So basically it is initiated with the pulse. So let's see, I am now using an input IB2 and the output QB2, that will be a Q0.0, a Q2.0 and I2.0. So if I switch on my input I2.0, the timer will be on and output will be on. So after 8 seconds output will be off. So you can see that timer is completing its time, and after 8 seconds this will be off. So let's see again, if I insert an input, timer start, timer is completed its time. So after 8 seconds output will be off. So now see, now what I am doing now, if I insert an input and switch off my input before timer completed its time, so what will happen? If I switch on my input, now I am now switching off my input. So if I switch on off this one, so timer will restart from its values. So it will be depend on this input, this should be there. So if I insert again back my QI 2.0, so timer will start from initially from the 8 second and beyond and go toward the 0. If I switch off my input, so timer stops, and if I put my input again, timer start from the initial value. So it means here I must need an input to complete this time, otherwise this timer will not work and output will not be off after its time. So this input is necessary in S pulse time. So it means this is an input dependent timer. So let's see, I am now using another network here. So let's see, I am click on this one. This is go to the offline. Now insert an networks. Let's say I am inserting many networks. So I am now using an PAX timer. So here is an input, here is a reset coil, and here is my timer T1. This is my output Q2.1, and this is my input I 2.2. So this will be I 2.3. So TV as 5t hash, let's say 6 seconds, and now it is okay. So what is the difference between PAX and pulse timer? This is then pulse extended timer. This is input dependent timer. We must need input at this point. So here we just need a pulse. We do not need a input permanently at this point. So what will happen? Monitoring it on, If I put an input of I to I2.2, so timer starts and after 6 seconds output will be off. So if I insert an again input and switch off my input again, now but timer completed this time and after 6 seconds output will be off. So this is just based on the pulse. This is not input dependent, this is input dependent. So there is a main difference between the pulse and patch timer. So let's see, go to the on delay timer. So this is basically ODD timer. Basically I put some the input that can be initiate my this timer, and this is a reset bit. I am not also using a reset in any of the timer, so I am using in all of the timer now. So what is on delay timer? Let's see the behavior of the on delay timer. I can download this one, and let's see, if I switch on my input I 2.4, so timer will start and after 8 second output will be on. If I switch off my I 2.4 input, so before the timer completed its time, so this whole circuit will be off. It means it also depend on the input. So here I 2.4 is must to be remain there so that this timer will work. So let's see, I 2.4 will be high, so timer start and after 8 second output will be on. So when the input remain there, so timer will work and output will remain there. If I switch off my input I 2.4, if I switch off this one, so that's it, switch off all the circuit. If I again insert an input of I 2.4 and switch off this one, so timer will restart from its initial value. Let's see, if I put I 2.4, so it is again starting from the 8 second. So it is also depend on the input, so it is also an input dependent timer. So if input is at the S terminal of the timer, set terminal of the timer, so timer will start and working, and after 8 second output will be high. So this is basically an ODD timer. Now this is an off delay timer. This is very important also. So here I am using an input of I 2.4 and here I am using I 2.5, and that can be using IT3, and that can be as 5T hash, let's say 6 seconds, and here is my output Q2.3. So this is basically very beautiful timer, very brilliant timer, great behavior of this timer. Let's say I am changing my input, it can be I 2.6 and that can be I 2.7. So download this project and I can say yes. So if I switch on my input, let's say I am reset my let's say I am resetting this one. If I switch on my input I 2.6, so timer starts. So after 6 seconds the output will be on. If I switch off my input I 2.6 but output remain on, so remain latch, so it means I need to reset my, if I want to switch off my Q2.3, I must need to switch on my I 2.7. If this will be on, so you can see that it will be reset. So if I switch on my input I2.6, so timer start. If I switch off my input I2.6, timer will remain working and it will switch on the output after the completed rest delay. So it will remain on, output will remain on. If I want to switch off the output, I need to switch on my I input 2.7. So this will be off the timer output. So this is basically an on delay timer. It will retain the value of the Q 2.3. It will retain the value of the output. In ODTS, if I just put an input, it is also an input independent. Just we need a pulse here and it will work and completed its time and output will be on. So this is basically on delay timer, retentive on delay timer. Now I am using an off delay timer. That is also a very good timer, very useful. Now I am using an input of I3.0, I3.1, and that can be a T4. I cannot repeat the same name of the timers. This is T3, now this is T4. So this will be, let's say, output that can be a 3.0 or 33.0. No problem, I am using simulation. S5T hash, let's say 6 seconds. So it is Q3.0. So what will happen? If input will be high, output will be high in the off delay timer, and if input will be off, timer will start, and after the delay output will be off. So let's see. I download this project, and this will be basically my simulating the project. So now I am using an i3.ib3, and that can be a QB3. So if input will be high, output will be high, and timer is now is at the rest position. It is not working. It is alert, but not in a working condition. Output is high because input is high. So when the output will be off, if input will be off, then the timer starts, and then after 6 seconds output will be off. Let's see, input 1.3 3.0 will be off. So let's see, timer starts, and after completing its time output will be off. So this is the behavior of the timers. These are the pulse specs, ODT and ODTS off delay timers. If you have any query, you can ask, no problem. Inshallah I will try my best to reply you. Thank you very much.